So here we are, Playa Uvita in the national park, where the northern hemisphere, the southern hemisphere waves meet where the northern hemisphere waves are. So here you can see a little point out here. See the waves crashing even possibly. Maybe you can see these little reef barriers, these little tiny islands, and then a bigger island. That's one long bar right there, the coral. So sometimes we can find nice coral pieces on the ground down here, right? However you get here, it is very pretty. Very nice to walk. Oh, so fun. Alright, well, we're going to go out to the point today. However you get here. The bike ride, the back ways, waterways. It's easy to find out how to get here, and I showed you one back way, right? So today, here we are. If you'd have come from the back side, the Uvita River entrance, you'd be coming from that direction. That's the point, but then it goes another mile or two to get to the river from there. Super pretty day. The rainy season is coming to an end, and the dry season is coming to a beginning. And here's our cool anchor, bobber with marker. Probably would have been out there, must have got drug in at some point over the years. And the sand can be very difficult to walk in. You see how deep the foot tracks go. Over here is much easier. Yeah, it's super cool. The hills go off into the distance. There's a few people down. I like to personally come from that second entrance. Well, most people who pay money, specifically tourists, come from that entrance right down here, this other river. There's four rivers that come into the national park on my count. Maybe a little tiny fifth. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they come into the bays here, in this side and the other side. The other side of this point. Still the same national park, still Uvita, or Bahia Baiana. Even though the next one kind of spills into Playa Hermosa. You see a bunch of people out here recreating. Here's our birds recreating. Oh, one just scored itself a little snack. You can see that. The little baby crabs, little beach crabs. That was cool. And now the other ones are going to try to fight it for it. Okay, they've given up. Yeah, that's cool stuff. So as I travel and be in different zones, dry climates, different climates and parts of the world, you just see all these beautiful different animals in their natural habitat. And then you're like, oh, I see where like a lot of the cartoons from the Disney network have come from. Like a lot of the animals, especially a lot of the older cool stuff when it was all made in America and hand drawn. Beautiful. Natural. The digital stuff. Isn't this nice? cool. Here's the other, another river right here. It's cool because so many rivers come in here, and they're relatively clean. For Costa Rica, they're like, you know, very clean, but they're still not like clean as I'd like them, right? But it's cool how these beaches change all the time, how they express themselves. I wonder, is the tide coming up or is the tide going out? I assume it's coming. It's still raising. Here's our like little crossing, right? Pretty cool. Not too heavy today. When we get closer to the pinnacle up there, right? Yeah, this point washes in all this wood. You can see the mountains up in the distance. Now it's rocky, river rock, flushed out of the channel. One of my favorite areas to swim in when it's at high tide. Super cool. Where the water is not so salty and it's cooler. Usually the ocean water is warm, the river water is cool. Yeah, it's beautiful. So I really like this being a national park. There's not anybody like trying to sell you stuff, and it's not really trashy, and it's like huge. It's like this is a national park. There's all these free beaches, and then this is the one you have to pay money for. So it's less dangerous, and there's not people camping out. But then at the same time, locals can only get in for a couple hours a day. So it's either 3:30 or 4:30 every day that we can come in. If you know, for free, the guards don't ask money. But if you're a homeowner, you get in with a proof of residency in this town, in these two towns. Super beautiful. So then this is like the main parking area we're coming up on now for whale watching and the like. Watch this. So cool. I'm getting closer. So these tracks are for tractors coming in and pulling tour boats out of the water. Yeah, the other beaches are like better for community, but this one is just nice on all this cleanliness. Like there's people here, but they're all tourists. So you can make worldly connections, but you can't make local connections. Nicest days for this, where it's sunny yet cloudy. And there's some clouds rolling in behind us, but I think our walk is nice. Can't go all the way out. to the whale tail, but we'll see what we can get. If we don't do it today, we'll pick this up and come back. See, this crossing is just a little bit deeper, not much. It does feel like the tide is coming in. See, boom, it's passing. Yeah, it passed it. It's still coming in. So, not the safest time to go out here, but ocean water. Beautiful. Beautiful as the tide's coming in like this. And this water is so refreshing. It's like chilly on the right side, warm on the left side, but like perfect. Tropical breeze, no jet skis. Beautiful weather, if you please. Had this beach to myself like numerous times, many times. It's actually like a nice treat, just like really nice weather, just coming in. This stuff is so soft to walk in. Sometimes it gets softer if you get closer. See, this is like impossible to walk in this muck. Alright, but it's coming in, it's going to get softer and softer. Yeah. Beautiful, one of the perks of living on the beaches. Just any beach, any tropical beach, right? And decent human beings who like long walks on the beach, right? Green on one side, blue on the other. Bright sunshine. It's a great situation. There, you can start to see those waves ripping. And back there was a trail that went through the woods. I think there is one here too, but it's just nice to walk in the shade. Yeah, there's a trail for sure. There it is. Evacuation route. Yeah, you don't want a tidal wave. You don't want a tsunami to come and hit you out here. It's possible. You're starting to see the beach open up and some people up ahead. See, there's a natural phenomenon. And beautiful. And the mountains popping up behind us. Beautiful location. It's cool how coconut trees grow. Like you can see the coconut fiber Like if you could just rinse that whole root mass, that's like a beautiful soilless medium. Really cool. Coconut's one of the most beautiful, useful things on earth. So coconut, aloe, and hemp. You know, that's the most useful plant on earth, right? Medicinal. Oh, there's our birds again. You know how they do, birds of a feather. Yeah, you see the beach got like wider as we come to this point. It's barely a point today. More of a bend. The beaches don't bend out unless there's rocky points. They curve in, right? Just curve in. So then that's the phenomenon in the natural world in the national park here. Because of the coral and because of the tides coming in from the north and south poles, they got to come together somewhere. And this is the main point, that they come together in the Pacific along the Americas. It's beautiful. There's a bunch of little ones. This is like, you can clearly like identifiable from the satellites. Stunning. It really is. It's like a clean Copacabana. But the nightlife doesn't pop. It's not exciting. We'll be traveling to the Copacabana of Costa Rica, it looks like, real soon. The closest thing. The Vegas, the Sin City. Stunning. You can see these waves crashing like a rip line out there. They're coming in from here, and it's coming in from over here. See that? It's crashing on imaginary rocks. Yeah, it's stunning. We're a little bit late. I would have got here about an hour ago. It would be perfect, but I think we can still go out and experience it. See all this tidal action here. It's like smashing onto this coast that you can't see out there. Everybody's posing in their pictures like everywhere you go. Such a beautiful place to be a poser. Okay. Oh, that's cool. There's like an observation deck. Okay, we'll hang our stuff up right here. Okay, here we are. At the pinnacle, right at the whale tail. We'll start at the beach. You start to see it popping out. It's Playa Hermosa. There's a beach over here. Playa Uvita. I think this is Uvita. That's Playa Uvita. That's Playa Baena. That's Playa Shaman. It's all basically one spot. And you can see this water starting to come on in. super cool. Excited to see the water smashing out here. See the two waves. You can clearly see the two ripples coming together. So let's go out in this without a cover for my camera. Super beautiful. Like, this is stunning. You see these islands out here. It's just one long line. You can see them popping here, right? They're like islands, but they're all interconnected. I mean, all of Costa Rica come up out from inside the planet Earth. It's all Central America, right? Volcanic eruptions. Is it a beaver? Is it a crocodile? Watch out for obstructions. I've never really seen any obstructions out here, but this is just wicked when you see them battling like this. This beautiful phenomenon. It's like being inside of a washing machine. It's on agitate aggressively, right? And we're getting into it. Right now we're in like the low cycle, and you can see it smashing out there. That's like trying to get all the dirt and debris. A heavy duty wash cycle up ahead. Like honestly, one of the craziest places of all the phenomenon that I've subjected myself to and enjoyed thoroughly. You know, like this sand is real soft right now, and as you see, like we're not really dropping. Like this is a water table or a sandbar kind of. Like there's a tail. And it's bringing all the sand from the north and from the south and just depositing it right here as well as they come together. And that's what's so beautiful is like this is where the whales come too. So it's a geological formation, the whale tail. And it's also like a whale watching country. This is where they like to come and hang out. See them. They're rippling against each other. Probably shouldn't go all the way out. You can see all the way out. It's like that lump right there. See this rolling through. Okay, now we're starting to get the wash cycle's getting turned up a little bit. See the hills popping up behind us. Here's our wash cycle. It's starting to churn and just be beautiful. It's like when it's the low tides. It's beautiful because there's this huge walkway right here. But as we're getting into higher tides, it's way more beautiful to be in it. And like the feeling, you can feel the power. The power of the earth. And this is like gentle still. No matter how powerful, this is like ripping over there, right? Still pretty low, but it got the squirts every once in a while that just kick up. Okay, there's our first real good shade. It's like coming, you can feel it, right? Stunning. This is how cool it is. Okay, yeah, well that's pretty much like, you know, it's about my safe spot right here where we're getting some good action from both sides. It usually does seem to bang harder coming from the north. Those North Seas don't play no games, right? You know how wicked that is. Okay, I don't want to. I better get out of here. Alright, everybody. So cool. Hopefully anybody watching this is subscribing and liking and commenting and just enjoying the videos. Keep following along. We're going to do some fun stuff in life.